Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're putting down the skates and picking up the ledger.
Chuckles, my favorite kind of topic.
Right. We're tackling a really unique financial challenge, something pretty specific to the world of pro sports. How do you take a career that might last, 5, maybe 10 years, if you're lucky?
If you're very lucky.
And make that income and all the benefits that come with it secure your financial life for the next 60 years?
It's a huge question. And the answer for NHL players really starts with their pension.
Exactly. Our mission today is a deep dive into the NHL player pension plan. This isn't just about the fine print. It's about understanding how this tool provides, unmatched security.
And how you make the right strategic moves to maximize it.
We have to start with the most important distinction right out of the gate. This is a defined benefit plan.
Which is fundamentally different from a 401k.
Completely forget that model. A defined benefit plan guarantees a specific payout. It's predetermined based on your service time, which means you, the athlete, are protected from market swings. It's pure stability.
And that guaranteed stability is everything in an industry that is, by its nature, unstable. And think about it. Short contracts, the constant risk of injury, getting traded.
And the average career ending before you even hit 30.
Exactly. So having that defined guaranteed floor just removes this immense financial uncertainty. And what's really fascinating is that it's jointly funded by the NHL Players Association and the NHL.
So it's solid. It's not going anywhere.
It's built to last. For you, the listener, really getting your head around these defined benefit structures is the key. If your other investments take a hit, this foundation here, it stays secure.
Okay, let's unpack that foundation. We have to start with the first measurement, service time. How does the plan even quantify time? Is it minutes played? Is it goals scored?
It's much, much simpler. And that's one of the smartest parts of the whole design. Service is calculated based strictly on presence on the NHL roster.
So not ice time at all?
Nope. It has nothing to do with whether you scored the winning goal or if you were a healthy scratch for 3 weeks.
Wait, roster presence, that's a huge detail. So if a player is healthy but scratched, or even on the main roster recovering from an injury, the clock is still ticking.
Precisely. The clock is still ticking. That structure ensures fairness. It says, the player's committed, regardless of their specific role that night, or if they're banged up.
So how do they track it?
They use a very specific mechanic, the 20-game segment system.
Okay.
For every 20 regular season games you are on that NHL roster,
Yep.
you earn 1 quarter year of service credit.
So a full 82-game season gets you 4 quarters, a full year.
A full year of credit. And the beauty of it is that any games left over, let's say you get 22 games in a season, those extra 2 games just carry forward. They count towards your next segment.
That's a great system. It minimizes any ambiguity. You know exactly what's counting towards your future, whether you're a 10-game call-up or a 1,000-game vet. So building on that guaranteed credit, let's talk security. In hockey, one bad fall can end a career. What happens to the benefits you've already earned?
And this brings us to what might be the most crucial feature: immediate vesting.
Immediate.
The moment you earn a benefit, it's yours. It is guaranteed, irrevocable.
So if a player suffers a career-ending injury after just a couple of seasons, those benefits they earned are safe. It doesn't matter how or when the career ends. That money is locked in.
Immediate vesting, that's a layer of protection that must give players incredible peace of mind.
Yeah.
So what are the thresholds? How long do you have to play to really get to that, that gold standard?
Well, you have graduated benefits. It's not all or nothing. Partial benefits can start with, believe it or not, participation in as few as 10 games.
Just 10 games.
Just 10. You'll get a small payout. But to earn the full calculated benefits, you need to hit approximately 400 regular season games.
Okay, so that's the full benefit mark. What about the maximum prize? The absolute top tier. Right. To qualify for the maximum possible payout, a player has to accumulate 40 of those 20-game segments.
40 segments times 20 games. That's 800 total games on an NHL roster.
800 games. It represents a long, consistent, high-level career.
So what's the payout for that? What's the current maximum annual benefit for hitting that 800-game mark?
As of 2024, the maximum annual benefit is $275,000 per year.
Wow.
And this is the really critical detail, that payment isn't static. It has cost of living adjustments, or COLA, built right into the plan structure.
$275,000 plus COLA. Guaranteed, locked in, immune to the market. I mean, that's not just a bonus. That is a high six-figure safety net for life.
It is. It's the foundation.
You build the rest of your high net worth portfolio right on top of that.
Exactly. Knowing your essential living costs are covered by that $250,000 plus every year, it just fundamentally changes your entire financial risk profile.
Okay, now let's get to the timeline. This is where the planning gets tricky. Most NHL careers are over, way before 40. The plan needs to be flexible.
It has to be.
So the standard retirement age is 62. If you wait until then, you get your full benefit, no reductions. But there's the early option.
Right. And benefits can begin as early as age 45, which is highly unusual for a major professional pension plan. But it's essential for athletes.
But wait a minute. If a player is earning millions until they're 35, why would they ever choose to reduce their payments by starting at 45? Wouldn't you just always wait until 62 to get the biggest check?
That is a great question, and it really gets to the heart of strategic planning.
Okay.
If you take it at 45, yes, the payments are actuarially reduced. Your monthly check is smaller because the fund expects to pay you for more years. But that age 45 option is a crucial financial bridge.
A bridge to what?
Well, maybe it provides cash flow right after you've sunk money into a new business venture.
Or
it covers living expenses while you pivot to a second career that isn't profitable yet. It lets you strategically delay tapping into your other, more volatile assets. So if the stock market is down when you turn 45, you can draw on this guaranteed pension income instead of, say, selling your growth stocks at a huge loss. It's a tool to manage that risk.
That makes perfect sense. It's like a financial pressure release valve you can choose to use.
Exactly.
And speaking of safety nets, what happens if the career ends tragically? Not by choice, but due to a disability.
That's where the disability retirement option comes in. It's available immediately upon retirement, as long as you have at least 5 years of credited service and become permanently disabled.
And the benefit?
The benefit amount typically equals what you would have received at the normal retirement age. So there's no penalty. It ensures those long-term care needs are met.
So the plan protects the player incredibly well. What about the family? This brings us to survivor benefits, which I think are often overlooked.
They are, and this might be the most impressive feature of the entire plan, especially when you compare it to, standard corporate pensions. Many traditional plans will offer a surviving spouse a reduced percentage, maybe 50%, sometimes 75%.
Which is still good, but it's a cut.
It's a big cut. But the NHL plan, it's different. If a player is married when the pension payments begin, the surviving spouse receives the full 100% of the monthly payment.
100%?
The full 100% for their entire lifetime. The payments just continue, unreduced, until the surviving spouse passes away.
That is huge. I mean, that has to dramatically change how you plan for things like life insurance, knowing that guaranteed income stream continues fully for your spouse.
It completely reframes the whole estate planning conversation. You have this massive asset that transfers so efficiently.
Is there a catch?
There is a planning catch. When you start the benefits, you make what are called joint and survivor elections. And those elections, they're typically irrevocable once they're made.
So you have one shot to get it right.
It was one shot. It just underscores why you have to work with advisors who really understand these complex pension structures.
So we've covered the mechanics, the eligibility, the security features. Now let's shift from the what to the how, the advanced application. If you've earned this, you need to integrate it into your larger portfolio.
Yes. We've really identified 4 key strategic considerations, and they all hinge on using that guaranteed pension as leverage.
Okay, number 1, timing optimization and, well, its connection to tax planning. We touched on the 45 versus 62 decision.
Right. Starting early gives you cash flow. Waiting maximizes the monthly income. But you can't make that decision in a vacuum.
Because the pension is taxable income.
The pension is 100% taxable income. So if you start that pension at 45, while you might still be earning, say, substantial passive income from endorsements or active income from a business.
You're just stacking income on top of income.
And pushing yourself into the absolute highest federal and state tax brackets. So coordinating the pension distribution with your other income streams, maybe delaying it until those other streams taper off, is essential for tax efficiency.
You could save hundreds of thousands in taxes just by timing it right. Easily. Okay, point 3 is asset allocation adjustments.
This is where that defined benefit plan becomes real financial leverage. Because the pension guarantees that, say, $275,000 baseline income plus COA.
Your essential needs are covered, no matter what.
Right. So the rest of your investment portfolio is freed up. Players can afford to shift their other assets their savings, their investment accounts, toward more aggressive, growth-focused strategies.
You have a higher risk tolerance.
A much higher tolerance for risk elsewhere, because your absolute worst-case scenario is still an incredibly comfortable, guaranteed retirement. This floor lets you chase significantly higher returns with your other capital.
It de-risks the high-risk part of your portfolio, a massive advantage. And finally, number 4, estate planning coordination.
We talked about that 100% survivor benefit. That feature must be integrated carefully with your other estate planning tools, like trusts and life insurance.
So they complement each other.
They complement, not duplicate. For example, you might structure a life insurance policy specifically to cover estate taxes on other large assets, knowing the pension already provides the core income protection for your spouse.
So, to wrap this up, your successful career earns you these amazing benefits. But the job isn't over when you hang up the skates.
Not at all.
The decisions you make about timing, about integration, they will define your financial security for decades. This pension is a world-class foundation, but its complexity demands sophisticated, customized planning.
It does. And the question for you to consider is this. Given the immediate vesting, the 100% survivor protection, and that guaranteed defined benefit structure, meaning market crashes don't even touch your core retirement income, how might knowing all this change a player's willingness to take career risks, like signing a short-term contract to chase a championship, or maybe taking a chance on a really ambitious post-hockey business venture compared to, an employee who is relying solely on a volatile, market-dependent 401k? It's a powerful tool for financial freedom.